So they thought they had somebody in the basement there. They said they heard movement. So he went in and searched the basement. And the movement they heard was the family rabbit that was downstairs doing its thing in the cage. Fortunately, the rabbit's still in the cage and not in his belly.
So I went to school, the patrol school, in 2017 with a dog named Alex, and he was a year and a half old when I got him. He was he was half German Shepherd, half Belgian Malinois. He was a great dog. We went through the school together, and then we finished up patrol school, went out on the street, and immediately that dog got a lot of experience working the street. Unfortunately, he came down with a rare illness. This was the Christmas. He only worked about a year, and then he came down with a rare illness, and he ended up dying from it. So that was obviously a hard thing for everybody to go through. It's never easy when anybody loses a dog, but when he's your partner, you know, it's even harder. So after Alex died, Britt was on the force a year before Alex. He went through the school with another canine handler, Billy Foster, and Bill Foster was getting ready to retire right around the time Alex died. So what ended up happening is Britt, since he was only 3 years old, instead of obviously he's still got a lot of work life left in him, so he was passed on to me. And almost immediately after Alex's passing, me and Britt started training together, and I've been with him since February.
Unit 662-663.
I go to stop a guy. He's non-compliant, but he's not being like aggressive or anything. He just didn't want me dealing with him, and he kept kind of making some movements that were making me uncomfortable. So, you know, for my safety, I was gonna pat him down, and I brought him over to the car. Pretty much had him put his hands on the car, and he was standing there face to face with Britt. Britt's kind of just like watching this situation unfold. And as I go to search him, he spins around and catches me with an elbow right in the mouth. I mean, I immediately tasted blood in my mouth, and then it turned into basically an attack. Pinned up against the car, I was trying to get control of him, and he was being assaultive towards me. And then Britt, he wanted to get out of the car. There was no doubt about that. And I was actually surprised by the fact that this person I was dealing with kind of was disregarding the fact that my police dog in the back,
We got everybody involved here.
he was clearly ready to respond to this situation. And I was able to unlock the door, open the door, and without having to utter a command, Britt knew what he was supposed to do. And from that point on, I mean, that was kind of like, that was when we really kind of formed this strong bond that we have, and I knew that I could count on him, and you know, he can certainly count on me.
So tell me a little bit about taking Britt out. Like when you're on the job, I mean, this is a dog who needs, you know, to be walked and to be watered and things of that nature, right?
Right, yeah. He's still a dog, as you can see. Nature calls, and you know, whether it's a busy night or a slow night, I still make time to get him out and let him decompress and you know, stretch his muscles, and maybe I'll work in a little bit of obedience, a little bit of toy play, get a little energy burned off. As you can see, he'll just be doing laps in the back. So a lot of times, if I let him get out and burn some energy off him, or let him decompress, he gets back in. He's a little more mellowed out for the rest of the night.
How important is that? Maybe this is a no-brainer type of question, but how important is that to make sure that he gets some, I suppose you'd call it R&R while he's on a shift?
Right. Well, for sure. Exercise also, you know, just like people, you know, I wouldn't want to be stuck in the back of that car for any extended amount of time. So letting them out and letting them just kind of decompress and do his thing is definitely a necessary part of the shift. Brett, here. Brett,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Come here.
It's all right. I just don't want to knock the camera over.
He's good. He's good. Just
Hey, how are you?
Brett, knock it off. He's not sure what the game is here.
It's all right. I'm probably.
Yeah.
I'm adding. It's adding an
Yeah.
element. I'm sure he's not
Yeah.
used to.
I mean, the big thing is the important thing is just he's reading off you. So if you're uncomfortable, he's thinking, why is this dude? What's up with this dude? Why is he uncomfortable?
Oh, I see.
You know, but you've been riding with him. You've been riding with him all night long, so you're part of the pack tonight. You don't got to worry about him. Brick kennel. I'll give him some water and we'll get back out there.